Hi guys, my name is Andy. I'm a commercial hot air balloon pilot and I'm a first-time drone owner. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you whether I think that the Phantom 4 Pro is right for beginners. So the DJI Phantom 4 Pro is obviously an excellent drone. It's an elegant design. It's a ton of fun to fly. I could name specs off all day, but I'm sure you've seen a million review videos. What I'm discussing today is basically whether or not it's right for you if you're a beginner. I'm a commercial hot air balloon pilot. I do digital content producing for our website, for Facebook, post pictures and videos and things to Instagram, and I basically wanted to take my photography to the next level. So for me, it felt like a good fit. All right, from a beginner's perspective, what is it about this drone that makes it right for you? First of all, it's easy to fly. So once you take off, it'll hover in place. Wherever you leave it, you could walk away, go have a sandwich, come back, and it's going to be right there, right? It's incredible. Obviously, it's GPS located. It works off multiple satellites, so you pretty much don't have to worry about it once it's off the ground. It will auto land and take off. So if you've never flown a drone before, it's kind of a cool feature. I watched some videos online before I ever flew it. I also did the simulator on the controller before I ever even flew the drone, just to see what it was like. One nice feature also is that you can actually bury the left stick to bring the drone down, and you can come down as fast as you possibly can. But with the infrared sensors that are on the bottom of it, it's going to sense the ground coming up and it's going to slow it down until it comes to a stop and lands safely. So again, for a beginner, it's about protecting your investment. Obviously, this drone in particular ranges anywhere from $1,400 and up, so you don't want to be slamming it off the ground at any point. The 5-way obstacle avoidance obviously is a winner. It's got 2 in the front, 2 in the rear, 1 on each side, and 2 sensors on the bottom as well. So I have found this to be very reliable. And it also shows you on the screen how far you are away from an object, which is super helpful. One of the things that I didn't really think that I'd need, that I found out recently that I did, was the automatic return to home feature. I don't remember if it's set up in the remote when you actually buy the drone, or if you have to go in and make it part of your settings. But I was flying close to a cell phone tower, which is the first time I've ever done it. I only flew it out about a quarter of a mile at most, and it actually lost signal completely with the remote. I had to change my shorts after that because I was worried about it. It was, basically over an apartment complex, so I thought, what if it falls out of the sky or something happens to it? Well, as soon as it disconnected from the remote, it turned around and it flew right back to where I was at because it updated the start point before I took off. But again, for somebody who's a beginner, not super clear what you're doing, it's kind of a nice safety feature, and again, you're protecting your investment. The intelligent flight modes are awesome. I haven't used them a ton, just again because I'm looking to learn how to actively pilot the aircraft, and kind of learn how to do like the orbiting modes and things like that. But I have used the tracking mode. I've used the tap to fly. They all work perfectly. I've had no issues with that at all. And if you're just getting into doing some digital content producing, or whatever the case, real estate photography or video, you can use the intelligent flight modes to make you look like a professional photographer, like you've been doing this. So I mean, that's pretty incredible for somebody who's just starting out. All right, so while I was studying drones, guys that have been flying drones for a long time had said that maybe you should start with something smaller, just to learn how to fly, see what kind of flight characteristics these drones have. And I think it's excellent advice for sure, especially if you're not planning on doing anything in a professional space at all. You can certainly start with something smaller. I just had a $10 quad that I got from a local computer store, and I was zipping that thing around the house, learning how to fly it, which that has trim adjustments and everything else. But again, you learn to actively pilot your aircraft. And I used mine to terrorize my wife and my kids, around the house, and it was a ton of fun. The Mavic Air obviously was just released. That's an excellent drone, or so far all the reviews that are coming out about it are excellent. And then obviously the Mavic Pro and the Mavic Pro Platinum are both incredible drones as well. And you get the portability if you're backpacking, hiking. And then again, you haven't put out as much of an investment as you have with the DJI Phantom 4 Pro. All right, so what are my final thoughts? Obviously, it's an impressive piece of gear. It's fun. It's intuitive. So is it right for you if you're a beginner? I would say that if you're looking to eventually do some professional aerial photography with it, if you're basically doing anything for hire, this is a great option for you. It's very forgiving. It's packed with excellent features. Obviously, it's got a 20 megapixel camera. It's shooting 4K at 100 megabits per second. It's incredible. If you're doing travel blogging and you need something a little more compact, maybe something that fits in your gear bag that you don't need a separate case or a separate backpack to take with you, something like the Mavic Pro or the Mavic Air would be a great option for you. They're packed with a lot of the same features that you find in the Phantom 4 Pro, obviously a lesser cost, but a much lesser footprint. If you have any questions, you can leave a comment in the comment section below. I'll leave links to some Part 107 information. I'll leave links for the drones, the Mavic Air, the Mavic Pro, and the Phantom 4 Pro. Please, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe, like the video if you enjoyed it or if you found it useful or helpful to you at all. Most of my footage that I shared with you today was all snow, and that's because I live in southeast Michigan and it's wintertime. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video.